My name is Pastor Hal York, and welcome to Truth in the Trenches. Today we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 3. Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin. When I used to go to the doctor as a young boy, he would begin the examination by telling me to stick out my tongue. I wasn't sure why. Maybe it was a way to check my hearing. He stuck out his tongue so his hearing is fine. What I didn't know then, but I do know now, is that doctors know that the tongue reveals a great deal about a person's health, physically. What we learn from the Bible is that the tongue is also a great indicator of our spiritual health. Therefore, the Bible has a great deal to say about how we use our tongue. As a matter of fact, as we've gone through Proverbs, as we know, it's hard to avoid speaking about the tongue because it seems like it's in every chapter. In James chapter 3, there's a great chapter that deals with the tongue. The power of the tongue, the inability of man to tame the tongue are some of the things covered. And James also says the tongue acts in our lives the same way a rudder acts in a boat. It's small in comparison to the size of the ship, but it determines the direction of the entire vessel. And so it is true in our lives. A person's whole reputation, the direction of their life, often hinges on how they use their tongue. So it's not surprising that the book of Proverbs is filled with wisdom and warnings about how we use our tongue. Here are some verses, we've pondered them before, that talk about tongue just to refresh our memory. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. The wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near. The one who conceals hatred has lying lips, and whoever utters slander is a fool. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver, the heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverse. And all those verses are just from one chapter, chapter 10. And I encourage you to go read that. But do you want to know what's going on in someone's heart, in your own heart? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. If you want to know the difference between a foolish person and a wise person, the tongue will tell the story. How is your spiritual health? You're not sure? Well, may I tell you to do what the doctor told me. Stick out your tongue and have a listen. David prayed what we all need to pray daily in Psalm 141, verse 3. Set a guard, O Lord, over my mouth and keep watch over the door of my lips. But may I suggest to you that's step 2. Step 1 is to guard your heart. For out of it come the issues of life. What's in our hearts will come out through our tongue. And so if we're having trouble controlling our tongue, it may be an evidence that we're having trouble controlling what's going on in our heart. So guard your heart, and that will set a guard over your mouth to keep watch over the door of your lips. Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life, and he who opens wide his lips comes to ruin. May this truth guide us and guard us in the trenches of life as we seek to live to the glory of God and the good of others. May God bless.